Today's discussion is focused on Canadian real estate market and economy. I am very bullish about Canadian real estate, at least for the next 3 years. And the reason I'll tabulate one, interest rate, the current interest low rate, I foresee that in next 3 years we will not see any jump in the interest rate upward. As a result, the mortgage availability will be there at a very cheap rate, so people affordability would be there. As a result, there will always be interest by the buyers to buy and own a place. In addition to the interest rate, which is a key element in the real estate market, the second thing is that the 250,000, roughly the number that we have on the immigration, people coming from abroad, they are fairly young people, have assets, and when they land here, particularly people who are, belongs to South Asia, Middle East, subcontinent as well, they intend to own the place, and this is their dream to buy a house and own it. Now, these people, first time buyer with 5% down payment, can very easily afford to buy a house once they get the job and get going in Canadian environment. So the demand would always be there, and we have to keep in mind Arab Spring, what is happening in the Middle Eastern region. A lot of people started coming in, and these are the people who have assets, they are educated, and they want to settle themselves in Canada as their new home. So they will be a beneficiary there, and they will be getting new assets, new homes. On the other hand, the construction industry here does not produce as much number, high number, which is required by the demand is. So the demand, the supply situation, and my particular emphasis is in the GTA area. So the market will be stable, prices will stay upward at least in the next 3 years, and we are not going to see a great recession in the market as some people project or highlight. So play safe, good area, good investment, smaller units, you can never go wrong. As regard the Canadian economy is concerned, I have a feeling that we are stable and we will remain stable. Particularly the banking system in Canada has demonstrated, a fairly shock-proof environment starting from 2008 onward, when most of the developed nations had an impact because of subprime and other factors that had brought their economy down. Canada has not really, any of the bank has shown any sign of weakness or any big time stimulus had to be injected in the economy. We are resource based, beside the fundamentals are pretty strong. So I feel that Canadian economy in the next 2 to 3 years will stay good. The Canadian dollar, we won't see going below 90 cent. Notwithstanding what happens, it's going to stay between 90 cent to a parity, and most probably will be upward in the high 90s would be. So anytime you get a chance where dollar is going down in low 90s, always go for it, because Canadian dollar will not go beyond 90 cent. That is how I feel. Similarly, on the gold and silver, I feel that gold will touch 2000 mark in year 2012, and that is very clear because of the Eurozone crisis that we see, and a lot of cash and money sitting with most of the fund managers. And so they want to go and invest in alternate, which is gold, and the price fluctuation that we have seen is almost $50 to $100 per ounce every day. With that kind of volatility, this is an opportunity for people to invest, and that will keep the price at that level, and it will range between 1500 to 2000 in year 2012. On the other hand, the silver, I see there will be weakness, and we might see in the range of about $22 to $25. So where it is right now, $30 mark, it's a good case to shorting that. So with that, today's discussion is on this, and again I re-emphasize that real estate is stable, strong. Is Canadian economy. I'm also very bullish about it. Thank you.